This is for the record. History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written and ours is lost.
This is seriously what Call of Duty used to be like. How in the world did we go so far down from here? Hey guys, Fast here. As you saw from the off-brand Kmart intro, we are going to be talking about Call of Duty and the reason why it is on the decline. Just like my current mental state and the amount of girls' numbers on my phone. Yes, very sad indeed. But don't worry about my mental state. I am perfectly in great condition. Don't worry about me whatsoever. This game definitely hasn't made me lose a bunch of brain cells. None whatsoever. So where on earth do we begin? That's really tough. In general, the COD community is tired of these games not innovating, and just like being a clone of the last game. Just like NBA 2K and Madden, they have these exact same problems. The fans often complain about the game just being a rehash of the last one. Which, no offense to these major companies who spend millions of dollars on these games, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. But yeah, every year, and year after year after year after year, these companies keep doing the exact same thing, and guess what? People keep buying the same games over and over and over again because they feel the absolute need and desire to have the most brand newest thing, the best thing, even though the best thing happened 20 years ago. Just like rap and fashion. You heard me. I hate fashion nowadays. I don't even know why mullets are back. Mullets are trash. Sorry, every high schooler out there who thinks they're country. You're not. Trust me. You're not. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, Call of Duty. Well, you know, the newest game, Modern Warfare 2022, is literally just Modern Warfare 2019, 2.0. I mean, I get it is a sequel and it's supposed to copy some aspects of the first game, but it's literally just the first game, except it has a different number. It has the number 2 on it. That makes it so much more special. I mean, also, not to mention, the UI design is absolute garbage. I mean, it's like I went to Hulu and threw up. Anyway, let's ignore that fact. Back on to the main topic. Well, before we get into great detail about why Call of Duty failed, we first have to go back to how it started. Let's rewind it back, y'all. Call of Duty was started in 2003 by a company named Activision and Infinity Ward. Call of Duty was originally a World War II FPS shooter. This trend continued until Call of Duty 4, which was the first Modern Warfare of the original trilogy. Yes, these are the actual graphics. Yes, it's very bad. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare broke new ground. This game introduced a completely original story, original characters, aside from Captain Price, who was in the original. Modern Warfare 2007, or Modern Warfare 1 Call of Duty 4, introduced modern into the mix of Call of Duty. So all the first 3 Call of Duties was nothing but World War shooters. But now Call of Duty 4 offered more of a modern twist to it. So, this new modern game, at the time, included modern weaponry, which was appropriate to the current time the game was made around, and it also had a brand new powerful console generation to be played on. So specifically, this game was specifically made for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So you can see why so many people were very hyped up on this game, because it was meant for this new console. The trend in innovation continued through all the way even into the Black Ops series, all the way until the second one. For a period of about 5 to 6 years, every single Call of Duty title had something to offer to the fans, either new or old. So everybody got to have a piece of cake to say. That makes absolutely no sense, but if you stay with me, you'll understand where I'm going. Essentially, everybody was happy. You may have not liked Modern Warfare 3, you may have not liked World War, but you would like Black Ops and Black Ops 2. If you didn't like Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, you would like Modern Warfare 1 and 2 and 3. there is something for you, and especially when zombies was included in the mix, which I won't talk about that in this video, but zombies was also a big part of the Call of Duty community, and it actually branched off into its own community. So what in the world happened? We went from an insane prime and peak of Call of Duty games being innovating, being fun, having an amazing player base. Well, somewhat. You always can understand the kids are going to be, well, kids. But aside from that point, the games were fun. They were fun to play. They were addicting. You would grind on them for hours, years. I mean, for a big chunk of your life, you spent on the screen on that same game because you wanted to get fully leveled up and get that gun. People did that. I did that. Everybody I know did that. It's just how fun Call of Duty was back in the day. But what happened to Call of Duty? And why has almost everybody lost that feel now? Well, instead of me telling you, let me show you what happened. Okay, this is just a rare instance. Not everybody uses the riot shield. That's okay, he's just really good at the game. Okay, not everybody camps right. I see you. Different game. Nope, this one isn't better. Maybe I'm just bad at the game, which I'm not the best. I lag a whole lot, so I honestly wouldn't even be able to tell you if I am good, because I can't play half the time. But it just really annoys me that so many people are exploiting the game. The meta now is riot shields, katanas, melees, rocket launchers, shotguns, SMGs, camping in the corners. I mean, yes, I probably should look at the corners, but come on, I'm playing Call of Duty, not Rainbow Six Siege or Apex Legends. I'm here to have fun, not sweat my brains out. But believe it or not, this actually isn't even the main reason for Call of Duty's downfall. Over the years, Activision and its other companies stopped innovating. So, you're probably asking, why do I say that? Well, they actually tried to do some future innovations with advanced warfare in the quote-unquote advanced movement. Obviously, if you were around at the time, which I believe you are, because that wasn't that long ago, that was like 10 years ago, but if you got to experience that like I have, you remember none of those games, nor was that movement well received. It was very mixed, and not many people liked it. Myself included, I wasn't a big fan of it, but I mean, I liked all the campaigns, but the multiplayers were trash. When you look at all of the newer titles in the game, and when I mean by newer, I mean by like in the last like 5-ish years, 4-ish years, what do all of them have in common? That's right, little Jim. They all have battle passes. Yes, we can thank PUBG. Well, actually, no, we can thank Fortnite for that. Every game has to have some sort of currency. If you notice this, the older Call of Duty games do not have an in-game currency. Some of them kind of have something like it, but you don't pay money. You play the game and get currency to buy stuff. You see, I'm okay with that. Black Ops 1 has something similar to that, to my best recollection of memory. But these newer games, you have to have the battle pass in order to get any sort of currency. Back in what many people call the golden age of Call of Duty, you had to grind for your weaponry and perks. After you would level up and spend hours making the perfect class, tuning it to perfection, then once you were done, you would be able to enjoy winning every single game, because it was very enjoying to be all of the, well, noobs, quote-unquote noobs of the game, when you literally had everything at your disposal. But that just isn't how it is no more. People can just dump their money, dump their whole entire wallets to a game, into a seasonal scam, let's just say that, to get all the guns and blueprints. Many attachments, actually, you can't even get unless you spend money on it. And how about this? If you ever go into a game and you look, and it's like a new season, and you go into the Battle Pass, and you see a brand new weapon, guess what? It's a Battle Pass exclusive. Half the time it usually is if it says new weapon. So nope, sorry son, you can't play that game. That's for the people who waste money on the game. I don't fault people for the Battle Passes. I'm just saying it's definitely a scam whether you like it or not. It's a scam. For people like me who want to grind this game to get to every skin, every attachment, every skill, and every weapon, that's all gone now. Modern Warfare 2022 features a very much unique progression system. Grinding is back. It's time to play for 2 months straight. Unlock every single gold gun. Oh wait, that MP5, you can't have it. Nope, you have to play. You have to use 4 other guns. Level those up, completely camo those up, and then you can play with that one gun you want. Yeah. And by the way, you're not even going to use those other guns. So, thank you, Call of Duty, for wasting my life, and time, and patience. And like I mentioned this earlier, everyone just uses shotguns and SMGs and melees and riot shields. So, essentially, your favorite gun is going to be useless against anything that has a riot shield. Unless you have a rocket launcher, which, by the way, it has like 2 bullets in it, so that's not going to be viable for very long. To further prove my hatred on this game, I'm going to show you a clip from a gameplay trailer. Well, not exactly a gameplay trailer, but a trailer for Vanguard, which came out 2 years ago, mind you, 2 years ago. And this game is going to be compared to World at War, which came out in 2008. Just watch this for yourselves, please. Did you notice it? Let's try again. Okay, maybe a little slower, please. Thank you. There's the problem. This game doesn't know how to reload. Mind you, this game came out 2 years ago, so they really should know how to reload guns at this point. I mean, come on. It's America. Can World at War do it any better? Let's see.
Light work, no reaction.
Light work, no reaction.
Ooh. Okay, it's got a little kick. Oh.
Maybe I'm overreacting just a hair, but this game did come out in 2008. Nah, I take that back. I meant it. But this whole video, I have been extremely negative towards Call of Duty. But the video isn't titled The Downfall of Call of Duty or The End of Call of Duty. I mean, it is. But that's not just all of it. It says, isn't the end. The reason I say that, or I put that on the thumbnail, is because there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Salvation always finds a way to pick us up at the very end and give us that eternal joyfulness, which, in this case, is gaming entertainment. If you haven't seen the news recently, Microsoft has officially bought, and I do mean bought, Activision, all of its companies, and Call of Duty franchise. So as a whole, Microsoft now officially owns every single Call of Duty game that ever came out. In their first act, well, in their first 2 acts, they signed a 10-year deal with PlayStation / Sony to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation consoles. This is an absolute huge win for everybody, not just PlayStation, because this means more people are going to play, which means more people will play together, which means people will play your games longer. This is a win in the Xbox / Microsoft's book. The second thing they did was they went back to every single old game, including Black Ops 1, 2, and Modern Warfare 1, and they fixed matchmaking issues, allowing people to go back on the old games and play them just like they first came out. This is absolutely huge for me because I love those old games. This shows Microsoft knows what we want. We want these companies to care about what made Call of Duty good again. And if Microsoft can see that, they can quite possibly make a whole new game that is fun, exhilarating, entertaining, and is grind-inducing to the point where we will want to stay up all night for 3 consecutive months grinding this game. And I feel like they might be able to do that if they listen to the fans. Perhaps I am being nostalgic. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh to these newer games. But one thing is for certain. Call of Duty will never die. It will never end as long as there is passionate fans that will keep fighting the good fight and keep protecting Call of Duty's brand, integrity, and name. Love y'all. God bless.